Okay, we're in round one. We've got our keep here. Nice looking hand. Lethal Sting and Thorn Moloch aren't even that bad together. You trigger the prowess off of it, even though you turn it into a 1/1 prowess first strike when attacking. Okay, Blur of Blades was a good rip. Scavenger. Scrapper's a good draw, so Scrapper's potentially better than the Moloch too. Haven't decided yet if I'm going to Blur of Blades the Scavenger. Might be better to save it. Although we can prevent some damage to ourselves, which is not bad. Plus we have all this other removal, so it might not be a bad idea. See if they exert. If they exert, I'm a little more tempted to just take it and save the blur, because we don't even have to deal with Scavenger for another turn now. No play. Dread Wanderer is quite good. Let's get our Scrapper down and pass. Okay. Okay. Devastator. So we can go Dread Wanderer plus Moloch, and we take at least 5, but then start playing some things. I do kind of want to get some threats on board. I think I'm going to risk taking 5 to develop my board presence here. Another reason to do this is that our spells are going to trigger our Thorn Moloch's prowess, which I think is ultimately good. Okay. I may actually trade with the Scavenger. He's exerting again, though, so now I'm less tempted to do so. But he has gotten a couple loots. I think we'll take it. Crasher's pretty good. Not quite sure it's time for that yet, so I think we're just going to attack first. So we'll torment the Devastator. Get the prowess going. See if they discard or take the 3. So they discard a land, which is fine too. Okay, it's a pretty good value spell for them. I feel like we're still going to be in a pretty good position to race here, although I'm not sure if they're going to leave the Charioteer back or not. It doesn't really matter too much if they do. And if they don't, then let's see what they revealed. So, Lizard, Excavator, and Fervent Paincaster. Sure. Kind of hope they do attack. Okay. So we're going to go to 9, which means next turn we could potentially take eight. But that is not lethal. So we definitely want to rip a land here if we can. So we know what the 3 cards in their hand are, so they can't kill us next turn. Right? They don't have hastiness or anything. Good. So let's see if we draw the land. That would be ideal. That's good. So now we go Crasher, and we smash for 7. And we'll play the Eternal as well. And this is going to be pretty close to lethal next turn, because we'll have both of these spells available to us as well. So if they're hoping to just, yeah, they're going to be, they have to rip something in order to kill us, and they would have to use the Oasis as well. So I think we're in pretty good shape here, because we're going to take them to at least 6 with the Blur of Blades, and we'll have at least a couple lethal attackers. We can exert this still. So they've got some work they've got to do here. Well, unfortunately for us, they did rip off the top the thing they needed to kill us. So that's unfortunate, but that did happen. I think it was almost certain victory had they not ripped the thing there. So certainly disappointed, but what can you do? Okay, so let's go to game 2, see if we can't win. Definitely feel good about this match, feel good about our deck. Just lost to a fortunate top deck for them and very, very unfortunate one for us. So let's see if we can do this again. Liliana's defeat does not affect the red-green. Fling seems unnecessary. Scrounger doesn't seem bad. Do we want to play that over the Eternal? It seems like they're pretty aggressive. We could probably swap these out, I guess. Alright. Let's run this back. We'll play first. Okay. It's a keep. Uh-oh. Dread Wanderer a turn late. Okay, so we'll take 2. We'll play the Crasher and we'll smash back for 5. Okay. Pretty surprised with the attack. Okay, so I think that we attack with both and then we exert the Crasher on the Excavator. And then we'll follow up with a Thorned Moloch. Although I guess we could pretty comfortably follow up with the Festering Mummy, but I think we kind of are winning this race at the moment, so it makes a little more sense to just get another beater, especially one that gets bigger with our spells. And if I rip a black man, I can play the Mummy and the Lethal Sting and just deal with multiple things at once, which I kind of like. Let's see if I didn't even check if Hour of Glory was worth anything. Wonder if it is. 2 cents. Well, that's not that impressive. So let's see if they have the cartouche. They do indeed. So they're going to deal a boatload of damage to us. This costs 6 to return though, which is good. So I'll land right in the nick of time here. So let's go Mummy. Let's go Lethal Sting to pump our Thorn Moloch. So we're going to kill that. And put the counter on this. And then we'll kill this. And get in for 5. And pass. Emberhorn Minotaur, so it looks like we get the victory here, thankfully. We'll Hour of Glory the Minotaur, and then on Crop Crasher past the Excavator. Alright, they concede. We'll go to game 3 here. And yeah, still looking good here. Alright, final game. This is definitely a keep. Pretty nice looking hand. We get to go Mummy into Entangler. Start building towards our removal spells. Maybe find some more 2-drops along the way, or land. Either one will work for me. So we'll keep. Opponent is playing first. It was a good draw. So let's get in with our Mummy, play the Entangler, and pass. Okay. No play. That's interesting. Okay. I think we're just going to get in for one and play the Ruin Rat. That's pretty interesting. Guess we'll get rid of the Aftermath spell. Alright. Crasher's pretty good draw. So we can just crash now. We're ahead on the race. I'm okay with it. I guess the question is, am I willing to trade a Crasher for a Devastator? If I don't, I think we exert. It's just an opportunity to get some damage in. Like I said, we're ahead on the race right now. And I do have a grip full of removal, which is nice too. Just allows me to get some damage in guaranteed with the Crasher now, and maybe more later. Likely more later, I should say. That could actually cause a problem, I guess. I mean, if I don't rip a land, it could definitely cause a problem. Okay. I think that we just deal with that now, and I'm not even going to let them get fling up. So let's just do this, and we'll put the neg counter on our Crasher. We'll deal with it, and then we'll get in with our damage here. Definitely don't want them to have fling up, so let's just take care of this threat. It did its job. It got in for 6 points of damage, or 7 points of damage. So we are going to get in here. Hastiness, I guess, could do some work on us, but I think we just get in. Magma Spray, alright. That's probably good news for us. Most of our guys, I feel like, die to Magma Spray. Well, I guess not most of our guys. So I suppose I can just open fire that guy. Hmm. And get him for 2. Yeah, I think we will. I don't want to exert again. I could have. I actually could have. Maybe that was better. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I just feel like I have so much damage in my hand. Or so much removal, at least. And they're possibly out of plays here, which would be good for us. Cartouche of Ambition is good. So let's get him for 2. And play the Eternal. And then pass. Still no plays, so not sure what our opponent's got. Got the land, which is pretty nice. Now I'm not super concerned about anything, really. Guess I could have played the Cartouche of Ambition. Manticore Eternal. So I kind of just want to puncturing blow that, honestly, but I guess it makes more sense to just deal with it now. Now that they're tapped out, it might make more sense to cartouche. Get the lifelink going. Sure. We'll do it on this guy. So take them to 1. So we won't use the ability and we'll get in for 5. Alright. Alright, looks like we got round 1. Looks like our opponent must have missed quite a few draws there, so cool for us. We'll see you round 2.